Hey, I'm headless.
Can you help? Hold on, Ross. I'm on my way.
All right. Hello, Hackathon. Welcome to Star Wars TM, Jedi Knight TM, Jedi Academy TM. Today I'm joined by Prasko and Sajiki,
Hello.
two runners of this game in the time before our time.
Okay, come on, man.
And these guys are going to help me explain stuff today. Because this game has a lot of stuff that needs explaining and it's going to move very fast. So, yeah, I think I would be able to do it alone. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Jaden, help. Oh, you skipped it already.
I have. So yeah, Saj, would you like to explain the movement of this game?
Absolutely, yeah. So, what you're going to see a lot in this game is strafe jumping. It's a Quake 3 engine, heavily modified for more air movement, and there's actually so many things going on all the time. This guy is a legend at this game. You can see the 2 dashes in the top right, which means he's going to go unrestricted today. That means all movement tag is available to him, and you're also going to see a any percent run today, which means we will see some stab launches later on.
Yes, any percent you don't see too often. It's a category that's not played much, because the trick is very difficult and inconsistent and whatever else. But today you're gonna... No. Okay, back up strat, back up strat, back up strat, back up strat.
Yeah, so this is actually the final boss of the game. That was timed. No, just kidding.
Yep.
So yeah, here we go, casually out of bounds. The first thing that Laay, I mean, you see most of the time is like going from higher to lower ground. That is elevation boosting, so this is what he's doing here. And he's going to continue this chain with a spin glitch. There we go, spinning in the air, spinning one more time, letting these 2 E-boosts, and that gives him all the speed to go directly to the turret. So yeah, there's already 2 things. One thing you're going to see here is like whenever he crouches and slashes the saber into the ground, that is called a crouch boost. That also is a tech to preserve your movement speed.
Yeah, actually, the slashing of the saber is needed to. Otherwise, you would actually enter a combat roll animation. So when you're trying to crouch boost, so that's why we need to slash the saber.
Yeah, and we're currently in the 2 tutorial missions. Even though Yavin 2 is pretty exciting, Yavin is called Yavin 1 bad for a reason. But yeah, now finally we go to the hypest thing in the entire run, that is rail, and I'm just gonna shut up and let Laay do whatever he wants to do, because this is the first stab launch in the run.
Yes, absolutely. So the first stab launch is coming up, and this level also contains the worst stab launch. So the first one. So there's 2 very hardware-dependent stab launches. One of them is this one. Let's see if I can get this here. Nope. So we'll have to retry this. This might take a couple attempts, but this is the worst one, I swear. It gets better after this.
I think the problem is Yeehaw.
Could be Yeehaw.
The wrong version.
Could be Yeehaw.
Oh,
oh,
almost.
Oh, come on. Just a little more. Alright, I'm gonna use a little trick to get a bit more speed.
Yeah, the opening the console and entering more speed.
Yep.
Oh my god.
No,
There we go.
no, it didn't work again.
It still looks really insane, though.
Thank you. I try. There we go.
And you
Easy.
get that one, nice.
And now this is the really bad one I was referring to. Because this might take us a couple attempts here.
So this is supposed to be the hole-in-one.
Alright, let's see here.
Oh, too bad. I mean, he's still not gonna die, by the way, in case you were wondering. This is perfectly fine.
Oh, I didn't. Let's go.
It's a good thing you rolled there, otherwise,
Yep.
Actually,
Without
the
a
second
roll.
fall was way more dangerous than the first one, because the game actually just checks where you jump off, and you jump from very low height. Even though you flew really far up, the game doesn't care.
Yeah, it only takes into consideration what point you jumped off from.
But yeah, that is rare. One of actually the best mission in the game. You agree on that?
Absolutely. Outside of this category, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, and stab launches, we haven't actually explain how they work. You have a stab, like a little coup de grace animation in this game. If you interrupt that by killing something else while you're killing the enemy that's supposed to be being stabbed, your kind of character wants to stab the other thing, but is already dead, and then it gives you an insane amount of speed because it needs to drag you to the point where the enemy is dying. And interrupting that with a pull, you can do a lot of crazy stuff out of the stab launches, and you're going to see more crazier ones later on.
Yes, absolutely.
There's
Coming back to
something
the... Yeah, go ahead.
There's something weird going on, by the way. If you might have noticed, there's 2 of our playable characters, and that's because we've entered the cutscene. So
Yeah, which is also the reason we were just allowed to just cheat ourselves back to the spawn point. We basically entered the cutscene, and when the cutscene ends, it tries to put us where we're supposed to be, which is at the start of the ship. So it allows us to grab the furthest part right before being teleported back to the ship to put it down, because we can only carry one part at a time.
Yeah, the thing is, in this game, there's always something complicated going on. There is literally no downtime, not even, we skip the loading screens pretty much, we skip every single cutscene. The cutscenes we don't skip, we enter, and then we actually do stuff within them. And yeah, Danger, really cool mission, went by in a breeze, and we're going to, what, Sour, a surprise, what are you doing next?
I'm going doing surprise next, Sour next, my
Sour,
bad.
okay. Sour, actually insane stuff coming up as well. Wanna go ahead, Prasco?
Which strat are you doing? Are you
Oh,
doing
you're
the
actually
stab
doing lightning,
launch?
never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
Stab, yeah,
Yep.
stab.
This is a pretty inconsistent stab, to be honest. But it's not as bad as the rail one, but it's also pretty bad. Oh, first tried it.
Time.
Never mind. Easiest trick in the game.
Yeah, so recently, actually like 2 years ago, people found the grip strats here. Also, there's a 6 strat that saves 1.5 seconds if he gets it first try. Very nice. Getting into the elevator, making the greeter stuck there. But yeah, there's a different way of actually getting up there, going out of bounds all the way on Sour. That is by using force grip. Probably equally hard as the trick we just witnessed. Looks equally cool too, like pretty much everything in this game.
Oh shit, he's alive. Hold on.
Yeah, noob.
Nice throw.
Thanks. Alright, so the last level here is Surprise, and it's a very movement-intensive level.
Yep.
We're gonna have another stab launch here, probably the easiest and least impactful of the bunch.
Yeah, there's a trick you can do in any percent no stat launch, which is almost as fast. But it's the climb. Actually, this chain is so fucking amazing. Oh my god, almost
yeah.
got the last CB there. So there we go. Just
Alright.
barely getting stuck. But yeah, you can climb these walls. And then get over this invisible wall, but he's just gonna do a stab launch.
Oh, this is a bit slower than I expect. This happens, you know.
Yeah.
It does happen.
It just happens. I think you just have 2 misses.
There we go.
Very nice. Oh my god, this full cancel spin glitch is so nice. So in tier 1 we have no time to talk about all the tech that is going on. So right there he clipped his character model into the ship. He's going to do it here once again, talk to the droid through the wall, go outside around here, and then use push through the wall, and it's going to make the droid, can you press send? No, you can't.
No.
Never mind. So that's going to magically make the final enemies in the mission appear. Quick to interrupt lightning there, and this guy just doesn't want to die, and there we go, surprise over. And I don't literally have no time to even explain the movement tech, because tier 1 hardest and most technical part of any percent run at this point, even no stab launch I would say, and most people agree with that, because your jump is so low and you still want to be keeping your speed throughout every single jump. So there we go, pull cancel, sheathing your saber, E-boost, spin glitch. Oh my god, beautiful, spin glitch, CB. It's so nice, and you can even continue that chain, so it really gets an old man excited.
Brings a tear to my eye.
So here, this Stormtrooper can move, and if he moves, it ruins everything, but I think we were lucky, I'm not sure.
So this is actually the stab launch, which I find the funniest, because you're actually combining it with another trick, which is the segue. Not kidding. Because when you have Rage 1 on, it conserves your movement speed. It
Oh,
shit! The animation. Oh, we're playing on...
yeah, we're playing on the wrong
difficulty.
difficulty.
On hard difficulty, guys.
Well...
just saying. But this guy is a professional, don't
Yes, sir, I know what to do. I've played this before.
Beautiful. Can we hear Pasco?
Yeah, I can kind of hear.
Out of batteries, perfect. Take the other microphone. But yeah, no time for Prasco to recover. I'm sorry, we just have to go on with the run. Actually, there's a really influential skip coming up here, which...
oh yeah, it is? I think it is.
He's gonna skip.
Okay, oh, oops, my bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. You just lost 2 seconds.
I did. Alright, influential skip time. Hold on,
Bad.
hold on.
Yeah, there's only one person who can do that consistently.
And that's me!
Yeah.
So that saved like a second, maybe?
Yeah, not more. Pretty hard.
I need to hold on to this.
Yeah, I know. Just move your chair a little bit, I guess. This doesn't matter that you're off screen, whatever. But yeah, we're about to finish Tier 1. In Tier 2, it is called Tier 2 because we get Tier 2 force powers. That means Tier 2 push, pull, jump, sense, all of these things. But the most important thing is jump. Before we do that, however, there is a final boss fight, which I'm very intrigued what Laay is going to do to her.
Yeah, so since we're playing on Jedi, this might be a bit... No, never mind. It's free. Free fight, free fight, free fight.
So that is pretty hard to do, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so big Trip. You might know Trip being the most broken level in the game. We're going to do it slightly differently here, though. Never mind.
Never mind. Oh, yeah, okay. Need a couple tries here. No, come on.
Somewhere in Finland, Hege cringing.
So wait, what was that? Rageless?
Without rage.
Without rage?
Exactly. That was rageless without rage.
Slipped away, so be careful. Yeah, and as you can see, the spins get considerably easier here because the spin animation is much faster with blue style, and you don't have to pull cancel these anymore. It's rocket science. Yeah,
Alright, so in this level we need to get over there, clearly, and the bridge is missing, but you can't just jump at the bridge because there's like an invisible wall over there. Okay, I didn't do a good job showing, but just believe
you could have vid restarted to the first cutscene if you want to. But, yeah.
Well, too late, I guess, now.
Yeah. So, we're right at the end of the level now.
Yeah, so we just go around the wall.
Yeah, there's another instance of pull cancelling here. You can see at the EMP being shot there twice, it kills the doors instantly because you use force pull in between. That resets the cooldown, and actually we have grip 3 now. I wonder why.
Yep.
Okay, Deep Red, also a really cool mission in both categories. Pretty much there's no way of stabbing in this mission because you don't have a saber, but you can do this instead. So now we're out of bounds. Beautiful.
Oh, no. My bad.
Stupid noob. Yes, sorry. That's a Vindar reference. But yeah, we're still out of bounds. Going here, you will soon see some textures disappear. There we go. And this actually skips the entire indoor part of this level. Gonna go over really high, which you just barely crouched over. You didn't see it. Really tall, invisible wall. And then doing some first-person crouch boosting here because you can't actually have the saber. If you do that in third person, you will get a roll on the ground every single time, killing your speed. So you have to be in first person for this. And then finally, we use Force Sense to see the boss.
Oh, got a little overboost there. Overbounce, my bad. Not overboost.
Okay, that's unnecessary, man. Yeah, special shoutouts to J.O.
Oh yeah, definitely. This level, like this entire level, is shoutouts to J.O. for finding everything there is to find here, for making this a much faster level than the alternative wedge that was used to be run back when these two guys were playing.
No, hold up, okay? I was using Rancor too.
Alright, okay.
No, it's fair. So really important trick here. We need to kill these guys at a very specific timing, and that even though you heard them die, they won't actually hurt you. Like, actually, they won't change player team, so they won't be your enemies for the rest of the mission. And this is really important. Park the Rancor here. We just mind tricked him. Funny enough, that only works with mind trick 1. For whatever reason, the Rancor just forgets whatever it wants to do. Saber, and so what is it called? Animation clip.
Yep.
All of these buttons, you're supposed to do a huge amount of backtracking, going through the indoor parts of the level. You can just touch all the triggers through the wall. And now here comes a really cool part. There's one guy left there. We need to pass by these guys. Kill some Grands, which is of course the worst thing in the game. Why would you kill Grands?
No.
That's so bad. So the Grand's fists are extremely strong, stronger than lightsabers in this game.
Alright, I'm gonna go for a bit of safety here and just kill them with speed on.
There we go.
Is everyone dead? Yeah, I think so. No!
No, what?
Alright, even faster. That one didn't even spawn until later.
That should be fine now. Come on.
I think so, I think so.
No.
Okay, this should work.
There we go.
There we go. And also, when I killed the prisoners earlier, there was another super specific timing. Also, here's a trick for all Academy runners. Oh no, does he have more health on Jedi? No. So here's a trick. Don't quick save, quick load yet. Wait for it to get the security key, then reload.
Yeah.
That way you'll never softlock. Is a tip for many who don't know this.
through many stupid moves. But yeah, so we kill more prisoners than we're allowed to by doing this glitch. Normally, the mission ends when you kill too many of them. And yeah, and on to Region 1, end of Tier 2. Region 1, one of the most technical, probably the hardest mission in the entire game, other than Rail. Beautiful start there.
Yeah, so at the start he actually shoots a weapon at
Oh my
Kyle.
god.
And then Kyle force pushes him away, and that actually gives you a nice starting boost.
This is so insane. Don't even, no comment.
What's this skip called? Is this Swami?
Yeah.
This
Or is
is
this the extended Swami?
Oh,
This is
man,
a reload.
just barely. Yeah, so Stormy skip, it's a kind of old skip. You can do it with E-boost only as well, but this man is just gonna go straight to the end of. There we go. Yeah, easy every time. Don't clap for that. Like it's casual. And also this chain really nice. And there we go. Level ends. Yeah, Stormy skip pretty hard because you can't actually see where you land. All the textures are gone. You have to exactly know, especially for the E-boost version. Yeah, Region 2 and 3 are kind of walk-through missions, but with all the tech that we have at this point.
Oh shit, I activated
That's too
speed
bad.
again.
Yeah, that happens. That was
Okay,
rough.
So upcoming, the most influential skip ever in this entire game.
Yeah, build a skip.
Saves 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. Saved hackathon, actually. Yeah, we don't have the Stuker, so we can do that instead. Little lunge.
Shoutouts to Dr. Merrington for that.
Shout out to Dr. Merrington for prescribing speed to the game.
Exactly.
Oh, sick.
Yep, little swag into the elevator.
So yeah, one thing about the spins, for example, that you see him do here everywhere, there's a really specific pattern to how you want to spin. Eventually, when you get really good at the game, you want to release your left mouse button before you touch the ground, because otherwise you're going to get a lot of cartwheels, which is the sign of
This.
yeah, of a stupid noob, of course. So you always run the cartwheel percent category. Yeah, in Region 3, oh, that is so nice. Oh,
Not
barely.
enough force.
Just
Yeah.
barely has the jump cancel there. So we're gonna go here. That's already skipped a good 15 seconds of elevator and stuff. Yeah, and soon we're in Tier 3. In Tier 3 we have the highest tier of force jump available, and there's also gonna be a huge amount of funny stab launches going to be coming up.
There's also a pretty difficult boss fight at the end of this level.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and it's not Rosh. Just a spoiler alert. Oh yeah, this guy's a troll. Yeah, so you might remember the end of this mission to be a little bit difficult. For us, it's not really. You're gonna see why, because of the little glitch we do.
Okay, so here I gotta be extra careful because there is we're playing on Jedi instead of Padawan on the difficulty. So it makes these guys a lot harder. They have so much more HP and you can't just use the normal DMP attacks. Oh fuck, he's not dead yet.
They're still alive.
Yep, they take a lot. They take a lot.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I didn't save in between. Oh yeah, these need one extra. Didn't get him.
Left click, just left click, yeah.
I think these still take 2. Yep, they do. Oh, one even caught the third one. There we go. So on Padawan, this would be no longer than 10 seconds,
Yeah.
because each of the groups of droids just takes 2 of those alt fires, which we can do super quick because of the pull canceling, and get them through the wall before they even get out.
So this is the hardest boss fight in the game.
Okay, nicely done.
Jedis, do you have time for a donation?
Of course.
We have $10 from Jaden Owen. Let's go, World Carla holder. Show these Juanitas how we throw it down.
No. Carla sucks.
No.
Disagree.
Wrong.
This one goes out to wrong house, which is not alive, at everyone.
All right, upcoming is one of the most precise tricks ever. And this might, yeah, definitely. And it might take a couple of attempts. Because this is like, you have very few frames to get this right. Okay, almost. No, didn't hit. Not fast enough. Oh, so in case you're wondering, by the way, we used to do the stab launch with like enemies and throwing grenades to throw off the targeting.
Ooh.
But what we do now is we also got it, by the way.
Nice.
But what we do now is we enter the cutscene. Thank you, thank you. We enter the cutscene, and then there's a double, like another player model of us. And right before it disappears, we want to do the stab launch animation. So when it disappears, the target gets thrown off, and we get the insane speed boost from that. We're gonna see that a bit later in another level. But now we're here on Bounty with Boba. This is another very movement-heavy level.
Really, really cool level, yeah. There's no difference from 80% to stab launch and no stab launch. I mean, that's what I meant to say. Because you can't stab launch over anything here. Boba, I mean, it doesn't give you anything. There are no enemies on this mission. And also, one thing maybe people didn't understand the first few times. So what you actually stab launch off is the thermal detonator grenade that you throw. So you kind of change your destination towards the grenade, but the grenade dies. And then you're trying to stab the grenade with your saber. And that is why it works also on the previous mission without throwing a grenade. Because the model you're trying to stab, by the way, he's just... Yeah, whatever. Yeah, your model disappears, you're trying to stab the model that's no longer there. Bounty is just a beautiful mission, really, really fun, especially in SG. SG being spin glitch, of course. Damn, barely not getting through that. Are you gonna go through the triangle?
Oh, almost. Give me one more.
The holy triangle.
Let's go.
Oh, nice.
You got a 360 that. But
That saves 2 weeks as
no,
well.
no, don't clap. It wasn't impressive unless you 360. Nice. That is really hard to do too. The doors open at a very specific point, and you need to hit the point.
Boba is actually pretty good here.
Yeah, that is some cool stuff. If he's right there, you can damage him to very low, and before he actually recharges his energy, he's just going to spawn there, and now he's going to instantly beat that. Nice. Very nice. That is actually RNG dependent, but it saves a lot of time. Yeah, Rift 22nd level, if done correctly, which of course Laay is going to do. Double super. Protect. And all the spins.
Oh!
Nice.
Okay, that was
still
kind of...
fine, still fine.
Yeah, I had to lose some time there to get it. I just wasn't expecting to be in third person there when I switched weapons.
So if you do this level perfectly, you are there with the right amount of force. You don't have to wait for your sense and force push while you kill that guy. And you killed yourself.
Yep, and I killed myself.
Yeah, that's just karma.
The level ending is right there, so just went a little bit too fast.
Actually, he just died on the frame.
I did.
Like you couldn't roll because the wall was there. But yeah. Yeah, this intermission, a little bit of Jedi Outcast inspired. Rasmus want to say something?
Yeah, this is my favorite level actually.
Yeah, Rasmus really likes dense corridors with millions of enemies. But you might think, yeah.
Feels like home.
Yeah, feel that. But this is not even remotely as many enemies as there are in any Jedi Outcast mission, so... So there's a little bit of a trick here. The TIE fighters are on a set cycle, and you're gonna do the thing, right?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm fast enough to do the thing.
Little quick step, flick, jump, which is the first banned. The run is therefore illegal.
No, I missed the one TIE fighter. That's fine.
Missed everything.
No, I literally missed everything. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna redo that.
There we go. There we go. Yes. Very nice. That is slightly faster than going to the back, which we used to do for years for whatever stupid reason. Double Stuker down the elevator. Beautiful. Nice. Beautiful. And that's the final 4 missions coming up, and there's a insane trick. Again, Tasper won one of the shortest missions, and probably the longest one in the entire game casually. And we skip it even without stab launch, it takes around 27, 25 seconds. With stab launch, we're even faster than that, and he's going to set up one of the kind of ones that he did on Hevel, so he uses his own character model, pulling her, and it gives so much speed,
not enough.
just barely not enough.
I
Doing
hope
the cheat code here.
Yeah, maybe I can fix it with this. If not, I'll try again.
That's not
No, sadly that's not enough. Alright, we'll try it again.
Yeah. Yeah, that is as hard as it looks. So the timing needs to be
Oh no!
precise.
Okay, so the autosave glitched out. So I'll just do the normal route.
Yeah, everything, as you can see, is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So the model, for some reason, with this hardware right here, the model doesn't move if I reload the autosave again.
So this is the traditional strat from no stab launch. You can actually go out of bounds here, go back in bounds immediately, quick little jump band, and then do these really, really cool spin chain here, spinning on that little terra.
Oh, not enough force.
Not enough force.
Wait, what are you going to jump on? There's nothing there.
True.
Where are you
What
trying to
was
go?
I gonna jump on? Okay, give me a few more seconds to get some force here.
I give you a few more seconds. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Whoa, magic. Also, sick roll there.
Thank you.
Okay, Tasper 2, home of Alora for the second time, which also used to be a pretty difficult boss fight, but we actually skipped it. We can skip it in various different ways at this point. Also, this is a pretty cool chain he's trying to set up. So there's a cutscene trigger, which you can see him hit there sometimes, and then doing the spin through the door. Nice. That is really, really difficult. Saves like 2-3 seconds. It was so loud for no reason.
Oh, unlucky,
man,
unlucky.
So unlucky, yeah. So there's a lot of overturning going on here, which is when you don't actually curve at the perfect quick 3 movement speed with your mouse, but you do it intentionally to slow yourself down. Which, of course, none of you notice, but it's perfectly fine. I'm going to explain it anyways. And there we are at the final boss fight of this mission. And let's see what he's going to do here.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's actually not so good.
That's fine.
He has more HP now, I guess.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that. That the enemies are harder now. That we're on Jedi.
Yeah, Core 1. Really, really cool mission as well, in any category. And stab launch is actually the same as a no stab launch. We're doing this really cool spin chain down the stairs here. Now there's a really, really cool trick coming up, which is called Rindor. How it works is there are 2 pillars below the floor, and he's actually going to throw his saber here down into the second floor, the bottom floor. He's going to make it curve. It's still below there. Now he has to turn in a very specific way and deactivate it at the right point. And just unfortunately missing it there, so it needs to bounce off the wall and hit both pillars. So if you don't deactivate it, there we go, very nice. You can clap for that. That is a really, really cool trick. It's very, very hard to understand for people who don't know what's going on, but it's really, really difficult. So the saber needs to bounce off the wall in pretty much a 45-degree angle. Otherwise, the trick is not going to work, and you can't see what you're doing at all. By the way, he's casually breezing through the final mission in the game, so Mr. Time, get ready on time. This is going to come sooner than you think.
Yep. So we're gonna have a bit of a longer fight with Tavion here.
Oh no! What the?
She did the slide.
Segue.
Because of the increased difficulty, she takes a few more hits than normal.
Yeah, and really shoutouts to Laay to showcase the game not on the stupid noob mode, but on the actual hard mode, like just to swag.
And actually, we can't even use force speed to beat Tavion here.
no,
Oh,
no,
no, no, no, no. Yeah, so we can't use force speed to beat Tavion here. Oh! No, never mind. Because she will activate speed in response.
Does she have rage?
Yeah, I think so. I think she raged. Yeah, see, so she speeds in response.
time.
There we go, time.
Yeah, so great you came. Good job.
Thank you for inviting
run,
me.
good run.
Shoutouts to Wrong House. Shoutouts to the whole JK community, and shoutouts to all of Hackathon. Thank you for having me.
Good job.
This is the Hackathon Community Intermission, and this is how to speedrun a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in real life. So the first thing you're gonna do is you wanna grab your giant tub of peanut butter, it's an important part of the step, and then your much more reasonably sized jar of jelly or jam, either are appropriate. If you're using a tube, could be going in a different category territory, and if you're using the swirled peanut butter and jelly, realize, contact your local mods, make sure that's appropriate. Make sure you've got 2 slices of bread. I always mess this step up. It's really embarrassing to get to your second split and you don't have both your slices of bread. So make sure you've got that there. And I like to use 2 spoons to not contaminate either the peanut butter or the jelly, because this is the real peanut butter or jelly I use, and I prefer not to contaminate them. So once we have all of that ready, you prepare yourself as well. You get your little bib. I'm kind of struggling to tuck it in, but that's okay. Time hasn't started yet, right? So time normally starts. I like to set my hands on the table to have a fair start, like solving a Rubik's Cube. And then time starts when the disembodied voice that controls my life tells me it does.
Start.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit slower, but just to demonstrate, I like to start with the jelly, and I'm gonna get a big scoop. You wanna make sure you're covering like the whole spoon, right? Because if you do too little, it might be unfair, and I like to spread it out and make sure that you can kind of get around the whole thing. I would get a little bit more, you don't want your run to get rejected on the premise of not enough jelly. It's a really upsetting thing to have happen. All right, once you've got all that on, you can open up your peanut butter as well. And make sure you separate your pieces of bread first so you don't have issues. Now the peanut butter is harder and you try to get less than this, but I like to take the bread and kind of use it to pull the peanut butter off, because otherwise it won't come off, it's not like jelly. I'm sure you've eaten peanut butter and jelly before, the consistency is much different. And then, you slap those slices together. So there's a couple of strategies here. Some people, you might have seen some last year, some people like to roll it into a ball, some people might turn it into like sort of a burrito by rolling it up like this. I just like to eat it normally. And that's what won me last year's competition. So, maybe take my advice. And I just try to take big bites, take your time. You could grab a glass of water, that could help too. But just try to swallow it, and time stops when the last bite hits your stomach. And this is essentially how you feel on peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Oh, there's so much. I have too big a bite. And it hurts.